So I guess the big secret is there is no secret. Every time you try to make a move, every time you try to make a step in a new direction, every time you're trying to break down barriers or whatever the battles you might be fighting and you're trying to get out of, there's always going to be a sense of resiliency that you have to manifest in order to get through those things. There's always going to be a wall. There's always going to be a boundary. There's always going to be pressure. When you're trying to escape the situations that you're in, when you're trying to see something that you've never seen before, do something you've never done before, it's just, you're constantly fighting. It's a constant battle. It's a constant battle. And that's something they don't really tell you. Like, they can prepare you. Like, you can get prepared in middle school. You can get prepared in high school. You can get prepared in college. But once you start getting into the real world, there's a lot of stuff they don't tell you. And you have to create a community to fall back on. I started leaning more into church. There are church communities out there. You've got pastors, you've got your fellow people that you fellowship with. And that helps. It really does. It really helps, because when you're trying to navigate the way this life stuff goes, when you're trying to navigate by yourself, what ends up happening is when you start hitting these walls and these barriers, you're going to start doubting yourself. You're going to start saying, okay, maybe I'm not going in the right direction. Maybe I need to just fall back. Maybe I'm just doing too much. And you surround yourself with the wrong people, they're going to tell you that you're correct. They're not going to provide any sort of solutions for you. They're going to tell you, yeah, you're right. You're doing too much. You need to just fall back. You need to calm down with it. They're going to tell you, hey, you're doing way too much. You need to do this little thing instead. They're going to put you in this box. They're trying to steer you away from doing what it is you're supposed to be doing. It's a constant battle between what the world is telling you you're supposed to be doing and what you feel like you're supposed to be doing. Now, you might not be 100% correct. You're going to be making a lot of mistakes. That's just what life is. Life is a bunch of mistakes. If you're not making mistakes, you're really not trying that hard. But when you're trying to figure out what that inner voice sounds like, when you're trying to figure out what this sounds like, when you're listening to your heart, when you're listening to God, when you're listening to all of this energy that's surrounding this thing that you're supposed to be doing, when you're listening to that, it might be a little bit harder to decipher. So you're going to be making mistakes. So when you make those mistakes, you need to have a community around you that says, it's cool that you're making mistakes. It's cool that it didn't go the way that you planned it to. Try again next time. Try again next time. You've got this. Just make this little adjustment. You're good. When you have people like that, when you have people in your circle that want to see you win, they want to see you succeed, they want you to do well, because when you're in the right circle, when one person wins, everybody wins. If you're in a circle of people, they say, nah, I want to win, and all y'all just whatever, right? The good luck. You're in the wrong crowd. There's not one successful person that has made it by themselves. Everyone has had someone backing them. Everyone. Just, you go down the line. Steve Jobs has Steve Wozniak. You know, you've got Bill Gates, he's had his people. He didn't make all that stuff by himself. President's always got a vice president. Coach always has a assistant coach. They've got players. The players didn't get on the team because of them. They got on the team because of the coaches and all the people surrounding them that said, hey, this is what you're going to be doing. We're going to move you in the right direction to make sure that you're doing all the things you need to do in order to get there, in order to get into the NFL, in order to get to the NBA, in order to get to the MLB. You have circles of people around you that say, you know what, this is how this is supposed to go for you to win. Based off of all the things, just a collection. It's a hive mind, hundreds of people, thousands of thoughts and information is just coming together. saying, you know what, we're going to all invest in this one person, these two people, this one team, this one group, and say, you know what, let's go. We're all holding each other accountable. We're all saying, I want to win, I want you to win. I want you to win as bad as I want to win. And then we all win. That's how the mentality should go. But we're kind of living in a world where there's going to be we're kind of living in it now, but it's going to be a divide. It's going to be a lot of division. Like you see it with social media, right? Social media is one of the most addicting things we have right now. And with social media, what do they want you to do? They want you to be on their app, and they want you to scroll. They want you to scroll and scroll and scroll because they want to advertise to you. They want you to see what everyone else has got going on. They want you to stay so glued to Facebook, so glued to Instagram, so glued to Snapchat. They want you to stay so glued to these things so you don't have to worry about the outside social interaction. They don't want to have a bunch of people together. They want to split them apart. They don't want people to gather. They don't want people to say, hey, let's fellowship. They want you to be separated, because once you separate the people, you divide and conquer. That's how that goes. So the more you start searching and you say, you know what, I'm going to search, I'm going to find my people, I'm going to find my group, I'm going to find we used to call it a mastermind alliance. You find your group, your mastermind alliance of all the people that just want to see you win because they know that you can, and in return you help them win, then you're good. You're straight. That's the big secret. That's the big secret no one wants to say out loud, but I'll say it. Just working on that. Carry on.